Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today for your Friday, it's going to be an Into the Void cast sent to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com. It is a 3v3 held on buried caverns. Now let's go ahead and introduce these teams. Right side, we have Team East, represented by the red Zerg player doing an extractor trick. It is Meph. His friend, the teal Zerg player, Amnesia. And then the blue Protoss player, Muthwolf, something like that. It's very German, whatever it is, from X-Space. And then Team West is going to be the purple Terran player, You Will Die, the orange Terran player, Avi, and the yellow Zerg player, Valet de Pique, which is French, also kind of Russian, to be honest here. So let's see how this is going to work out between these players. East versus West here. Got some Overlord scouting from the Overlord. Got some probe scouting from the Muthwolf. Unless he's going for a cannon rush, which he's not. That is not a Forge First out of the Protoss player from Team West here. That is a very quick pull from our yellow Zerg, though. I love the yellow Zerg. It's my favorite color. My favorite. Lings and Hosts here from Valet, apparently, and Avi's just building a barracks here, so nothing too crazy going on in the early game. It is a double gas opening from You Will Die, which implies he's probably going to try to go for mech here as well. I believe that is something that Avi was talking about, so maybe two players going mech on the same team. That'd be interesting. I'd be down with that for sure. Alright, so finally expanding here is Meph. He went hatch first into a pool, I do believe. So he's not doing being too nuts here. Double extractor here from him. He's got interesting plans too. Very interesting 3v3. Scouting probe does see the early pool, but already Ling's coming off here from Amnesia. He went for the early pool from Team West, or from Team East over here. Heading west. Oh boy, East and West. I love these Brazier. I played on this map. I played a 3v3 on this map, and those fire, that makes me very happy to see that one. So Lings versus Lings. Spinecrawler about to finish as a queen here too. This is not a huge commitment out of Amnesia. He's not really cutting drones to do this. Just putting some pressure on, maybe hoping that Valet here will overreact and make a whole ton of Zerglings to deal with this. He's making 4, which is not a big number at all. You Will Die is still struggling to make anything happen. That is what happens in Into the Void. It's my examination of bronze and silver and gold level replays sent to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com. That has changed recently. As it turns out, the player bases are equal if you split them that way. Oh, You Will Die left. You Will Die was like, alright, well, I'm gone. Enjoy my supply blocked self. And somebody did take over. Someone took over to build supply depots for him, which is something you can do. I actually did this. I played a 3v3 the other day where one of our players left pretty early. I took over his base, got that early gas income. It was a fellow Zerg. I was able to get some speedlings with upgrades to assist with some harassment, and we actually ended up winning that one. Strangely enough, I don't ever win in a game where somebody leaves early in a 3v3, but that time, if you really kind of work with them, it takes extra APM, but it's no worse than an extra base. Right? No big deal. Adept here, we're attacking this front door of You Will Die and kills that Marine very, very easily. Now the Zerglings can't come up and start hammering on these supply depots. At least You Will Die got a wall up before he left the game so unceremoniously here. Valet is going to try to deal with this. Some of Lings of his own. Does anybody have speed yet? Nobody has speed yet. Nobody planning on going for speedlings, which I find very odd. Ah, Marines here from Avi. Actually going to try to get rid of these Zerglings before they can knock down the supply depots. And you know what? They're going to go ahead and hold. They're going to go ahead and hold, which is excellent. This Adept here from Muthwolf. Wrong place, man. You're toast. Slow Lings will kill you. And here's your Nidus out of Meph. What are you doing, Meph? Hydralisks. Hydralisk Nidus is actually pretty fun. Did that in a mono battle once I played with fellow Falcon Paladin subs. And I got Hydra and basically went straight up Nidus. It just Nidused everywhere and Hydra the things. But lost anyway, just because it was a tough composition for our team, if I remember correctly. Anyway, oh, Oracle from Multiwave going after the completely helpless You Will Die because he's not here. Oh, it's very sad. It's very sad. Yeah, if your opponent, or your teammate rather, you're going to run out of energy before you can kill all these SCVs, aren't you, Oracle? That's really actually kind of funny. Check this out. Out of energy. 15 kills. impotently flying around. Very sad indeed. All right, so Cyclones have shown up here from Avi. They're going to try to defend, possibly obtain an expansion over in that location. Where's our Nidus at? That's what I want to know. Got your Nidus. It's done. Here it is. Is there anything in it? Nope. Empty. Empty at this stage of the game. This Oracle just hanging out. Oh, Marine's going to chase it. Ah, see, you chased it up the hill, and now you can't kill it. Cyclones, maybe. There's that lock-on burst, and you know what? Maybe they'll get it if they chase it long enough. And it stopped moving, too. Aw, 50-kill Oracle is dead. Zerglings here from Valet trying to harass over on... Oh, actually catching these Hydras sleeping in Team East. Ow, that hurt. They were target firing down the rocks, which means the Zerglings finish them off. Wow, Valet. Super effective stuff there. Chasing down these drones. Speedlings, man. Speedlings in these games, if you can harass and run around and be places your opponents don't expect you to be, you can be pretty good. A pretty good force. Some Hydras coming down trying to deal with this. The Lings say, you know what? I think we can take you. However, there are spines present, so maybe we can't. Yeah, no, definitely not. Not with 3 spines at the front. Okay, that did not go well at all for Valet. This is a bit of a Marine mech army from Avi. He's got Medivacs, got tanks, Hellbats, Cyclones, knocking down these rocks. I love the flames. They look so good. They look so good. Zerglings pushing from Valet. I don't see really any amount of teamwork from any of these teams yet, which is what Into the Void is all about, especially for team games. You don't really understand the importance of attacking at once. If you can attack at once, and your opponents especially don't have everybody on the same page on their side, you can start crushing and just snowball your way to victory. Production tab for You Will Die is empty because, again, he's gone. Nobody replacing his SCVs, and nobody really using mules either. Somebody should be helping this dude out. His income will help you do amazing things if you allow it. Single Phoenix flying out for Molt. I'm not sure what the intent is here, other than just scouting, but in that case, why not send out a hallucinated Phoenix? But pushing in is Avi at the front door of the Zerg. He's got tanks versus Lings here. Tank Hellbat versus Ling is just never going to go well for the Lings, as it turns out. Zerglings roll in. Valet going a little bit early. See, again, if he was attacking in concert with the mech, dude, go help. Go assist, Avi. Come on, man. All right, so Liberator's setting up double defender mode circles, not exactly using the full extent of their range. He's very hesitant Terran player down here. Not quite sure what he wants to do. Setting up defender mode circles there for some reason. I'm not sure what the difference is. But yeah, tanks setting up on the low ground. They've got the +1 attack. Upgrades are pretty good. More Lings coming out from Valet. And yeah, there you go. Fight inside the circle so that any Zerglings that show up are going to have a hard time. This base of Amnesia is going to go down. It is his third base, though. He still has 2, which is real nice. Viking, or rather Phoenix, is picked out of the sky. Here we go. Working together. Lings, Hydras, Sentries, Adepts just attacking right into this army who is alone. Mind you, Avi's alone. It's a pretty scary composition, but he's outnumbered severely here. Liberator getting some kills off. Early shots. Does take a Stalker out before she's exploded. Zerglings from Valet running around. He's kind of falling in love with the Lings, which I can understand. Is the falling in love with the Lings aspect of team games is you try to do the Ling harass in the early game, which is really good, and then you forget to do anything else, and then you die. Immortal getting saved by some Hydras and Adepts. They are friends. They are your friends, Immortal, for life here. Adept dies to the further Ling harass. All right, man, Valet, what are you working on here? He has an infestation pit. What is your further strategy here, man? Oh, it's Swarm Host. He did mention Swarm Host earlier. I just forgot. He's on 3 base. He was harassing low with Lings, and now he's going Swarm Host. Fantastic. I love it. Additionally, this Nidus network has done nothing the whole game. Come on, Meph. Throw up a Nidus Worm back here. Throw up a Nidus Worm over here. Throw up a Nidus Worm over here. These are good places for them. Your Hydras can get a lot of stuff done, especially since all of the other team's army, all of Team West's army, is out here at the front. There's really no amount of static defense, at least not against ground attacks. There are some anti-air setups there, Spore Crawlers and missile turrets and whatnot, but not a whole ton. Moltwolf coming in to a planetary fortress. Oh, Molt. Oh, 2 Adepts dead. This Adept says, I will carry on, sisters. I'll carry on our name. And then she gets killed too. Alright, Swarm Host, where are we at? Do you have any upgrades? Boop. No. No upgrades at all. Going for an Ultralisk Den too at the 9-minute mark because why not? Absolutely, because why not? All right, Abby, how much money do you have? A lot of money! 4,000, 1,700. That's how you know it's a Lowbie game. Is spending money is hard. Really hard. Valet doing fairly well for himself. I mean, this whole Ling harass into swarm host thing was sort of brilliant. I really like it. See, then you just launch and you say, hi, Hydras, why don't you attack into these? Sure, you might win the fight. But you're also going to lose a lot of Hydras in the process. Good job running away. Good job running away from those small group of Hydras here. From Amnesia, going to get picked off by the Zerglings. They are +1/+1 lings. And yeah, fighting. Ooh, own Swarm Hosts is Meph. Alright, so Swarm Host versus Swarm Host. Amnesia going to lose his third base for sure. These Zerglings completely gone. Abby's like, well, I'd like to assist now. Amnesia's going to leave the game. Amnesia's done. Guess he doesn't have any army remaining. That's not a good feel. It's a really bad feeling there. Okay, all those lings died to +1/+1 Hydralisks. Here comes Abby pushing with basically the same army composition he had previously. Still not spending his money. Still mostly nothing in his production tab except for a tank. More production facilities, which is not a bad thing here. Locust attacking into Molt's base down here in the south. And don't chase the probes. There we go. Try to focus down the Nexus before you die. You might actually be able to get it. What? Oh, what? That was amazing. All right, trying to hold off here with largely Gateway Army with Immortals here is Molt. He's got the Swarm Host too. The Tank Fire and the Hellbats are pretty good against these Swarm Hosts. If you watched Innovation versus Shine yesterday on my channel, you will know the power of tanks and Hellbats versus Swarm Hosts. It's what Innovation did, and really anything that Innovation does, you should try to emulate as a Terran player. Nice position here to actually set up more Locust attacks. This base isn't even being replanted, and they can just do whatever they want. It is being replanted. What am I talking about? It is now. Man, DPS on Locust is insane against buildings. It's so good. So good against buildings. Another warp gate goes down. Pylons go down. Trying to finish off that Nexus before it actually finishes. Not quite able to get there. So Abby is really loving setting up this forward position, but he's not advancing with it. He's really not reinforcing it all that well. He's making 0 things in the production tab. Upgrades, yes, I love the upgrades. Here we go. Attacking on in here with Ultras and Hydras and Swarm Hosts versus a big army at the same time of Molt here. Some Ultras just wandering to their deaths because look at this Immortal count. There's 6 Immortals on the ground with +1/+1. Yeah, your Immortals are toast. I'm sorry. That is not a good place for them at all. They're attacking with Locusts. They're attacking with Hydras, maybe. And the Locusts are getting in here, but the Ultras are just dying. Just dying. Is the problem. Corruptor trying to pick the Overseers out of the sky. This is just an overextension by Valet for sure. Man. Look at that. 10,000 resources lost by Valet. A lot of that is like the 5 or 6 Ultras he just lost out of nowhere. Like A-moving them into a superior army. Don't do that. 10 Ultras on the way, though. Okay. 10 Ultralisks. That might change the equation a bit. They do have +2/+2, but they don't have chitinous plating, which is kind of something you need if you're going to go this many Ultras. Not that it really matters against Immortals, though. If you have this many Immortals, you're going to have a bad time. All right, so the Ultras say, we got this. Locusts say, we got this. Team East says, we're leaving. It's going to be Storm and Colossus out of Molt here. I kind of like it against these Locusts. Just burning them down with splash damage, blah, blah, blah. Here, free pylons. I like to believe these pylons were placed to basically distract the Swarm Hosts into attacking those instead of this base. And if that was the case, that worked out exceptionally well. There's chitinous plating. There's +3/+3 for these Ultras. Valet looking all right. Ooh, did we actually make some more SCVs for You Will Die? Looks like we did. Looks as though we did. Broodlords are here against this mech army. Aha! That's your answer. There are no Vikings here. It's all Hellbats. It's all Liberators. The Liberators are in Defender mode, so they can't shoot up at all anyway. Here we go. The Ultras chasing down this army, trying to storm them. Not exactly going to work out for you. Where the Immortals go? There's only 2 Immortals remaining, and the push by Team West is killing it right now. Corruptors attacking the Sky stuff, which includes that Colossus. And suddenly we have a huge Ultra army. It is being dealt with here by Broodlord Hydra. Molt is out, though. It's only Meth for Team East right now, but he's going to clear this army out. Check him out. Look at him just absolutely eat those Ultralisks for breakfast. Amazing stuff. He did lose a hatch, so he is down to 3 bases, and he's done. He's done. Really, man? Let's take a look. 168 supply. That's pretty good, but I guess against a 163 army from our valet and a 100 army out of Avi, and 11 more Ultralisks in production too for valet. Valet was the winner of this game. That guy was not bad. He was not a bad player. How much money did he have left? 11,000 minerals. Okay, maybe not amazing, but still probably the best MVP of this match. That's for sure. That Ultra has 10 kills. But yeah, resources lost. 20,800 by Valet. We got 17 lost by Molt. That was actually a lot of his Immortals and Stalkers and whatnot. And then the next ones are quadruple digits. That's 7,000, 4,000, 3,000 for everybody who was around long enough to lose stuff, which does not include You Will Die, who bailed pretty early. After he supply blocked himself, I guess? I don't know. He got the win, though. That is the thing about team games, is if you leave a game early and your team wins without you, you still get the win. Which leads to some people being stupid and just hopping into games and leaving them and just hoping to get a win that way. I don't know. I don't think it's a very good strategy. It's hard to move up in the ladder that way, but I guess if that's what you're trying to do, it's weird. It's a weird thing. All right, anyway, pretty fun Into the Void. All right, that's going to be it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of Into the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
And so you must run, and it's taken your heart and broken your soul. You cannot go back until you're made whole. And you're running into the void. You go searching into the void to find a place you can live. You can love. Is it just an illusion? When push comes to shove, there's a light upon you, and you follow it on. Looking for a reason and a way to atone. All around you, the planets and stars. You're lost in a maelstrom of a great new unknown. And you're running into the void. You go searching into the void to find a place you can live, a place you can love. Is it just an illusion? push comes to shove. And you're running into the void. You go searching